A former Jacksonville Sheriff's Office detective now sentenced to 24 years in prison for child sex crimes. 34-year-old Josue Garriga learned his fate within the past hour inside a federal courtroom.
The judge said that the offense is extraordinarily serious, one of the most serious that she's seen, noting Garriga took advantage of a child that he knew was struggling and used his badge to do it.
Garriga pleaded guilty earlier this year. According to court documents, he pursued a teen girl for months after seeing her at church last fall.
The judge said that Garriga was aware what he was doing was not only immoral but illegal, noting he defied the pastor at the church who tried to keep him away from this teenager. And he used an encrypted messaging app to keep in touch with her and set it so their messages would delete after 24 hours. She said he made decisions to commit this crime over and over again.
A disgraced former police officer now heading to federal prison. According to court documents, Josue Garriga enticed a 17-year-old girl to exchange nude photos, FaceTime more than 100 times, and engage in sexual contact, sometimes in his JSO patrol car. The government says Garriga also abused his position as a Jacksonville sheriff's officer by using his JSO-issued cell phone and an undercover Instagram account to reach out to the teen and get her number. On one occasion, the prosecution says Garriga enticed the victim to his work vehicle and wouldn't let her leave until she performed oral sex on him. The victim was not present in court for the sentencing Thursday, but a statement she wrote was shared in court. She said she looked up to Garriga, and when he started making advances toward her, she didn't really want that, but she submitted because she didn't want to lose her relationship with him. She said she is now working to heal from all the hurt, and she forgives Garriga. The victim's mother wept as she addressed the court, noting Garriga is in his mid-30s and is a husband, father, and former JSO officer who swore to protect the public but intentionally harmed her daughter. Garriga's family members also spoke, often tearfully, testifying that he is a good father, son, and grandson, saying he made a mistake. The last to testify was Garriga himself, apologizing first to the victim, then to his wife, son, and son's mother, other family members, and JSO, saying he has owned up to everything and asking for mercy.
The judge wasn't really buying that he owned up to everything. He said in court he had never touched a child. The judge said, that's what you did in this case. Now, after serving that sentence of 24 years and 3 months in federal prison, Garriga is required to serve 10 years probation and register as a sex offender.
Now, if his name sounds familiar, it's because he was involved in several high-profile cases while he was employed with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office. He was cleared in the 2019 shooting death of FAMU student Jamie Johnson. The state attorney's office ruled that Garriga's actions were justified and that he feared for his life during that traffic stop. That case led the city of Jacksonville to settle with Johnson's family for $200,000 late last year. And earlier this year, changes were made so that constitutional officers like the sheriff are included in liability settlements. Sheriff T.K. Waters says he was not consulted on that settlement. And Garriga was identified as one of the officers who arrested Lakean Woods, another high-profile case. This interaction with Woods and the officers went viral last September. Several officers were seen beating and handcuffing Woods. And the Department of Justice concluded back in November that the officers' use of force did not constitute a violation of federal criminal civil rights.